Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Podcast Room 303. Introducing one co-host with more nuggets than Chick-fil-A, Nick Morahan. Executive producer until we find someone better, Eric Washington. Nobody really knows what he does around here, Nevada Putnam. And now, the single greatest thing to happen to hosting in history, Jermaine Antonio Colon Mendez. On with the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to Podcast Room 303, episode 296. I'm your host, Jermaine Mendez. This is my co-host. As always, we have with us the executive producers, Nutty Putty and the EPE. Today's episode, we're getting into Super Bowl LIX. For those of you who are Roman numerals illiterate, like the city of Philadelphia, that's 59. How you doing this evening, Eric?
I was doing good until that joke. No, I'm just kidding. Doing great, baby. Week full of nerves and anxiety, but I've managed to, suppress it and make myself sick, but it's all good.
Yeah, and how you doing in Nevada?
Good. And for those of you who have trouble sounding out what LIX spells out, it's licks. Super Bowl licks.
Hey, if we win, we licking telephone poles and horse shit again. I'll tell you that.
You're licking more than telephone poles, bud.
You don't remember that? The dude ate that piece of horse dung after.
Oh, I remember the dummy died after the NFC Championship because he fell off greased poles.
There was two dudes who died.
No, the second guy didn't die. He got shot, but he lived. Or he got shot into the air, but nobody got hurt.
Yeah, somebody shot in the air. Everyone thinks that results in death, but a person's got to be up there, dog.
No, gravity bullets come back down, dude.
No, that's in space, dog.
Yeah, you shot hundreds of miles into the air. Get the hell out of here, dude.
Haven't you seen the Mythbusters episode where they shot bullets into the air and tried to find them? I
actually did not. No, that's pretty funny. I can't imagine it goes straight up and straight down, though.
It does not. I can't remember the results of the episode exactly, but I know they had trouble finding where the bullets went, and
you got to put GPS on them.
I don't think they came down hard. I don't remember them coming down hard enough to necessarily hurt anything. I mean, some people, it probably could, but for the most part, it would.
There's some soft-headed people out here, dude.
Well, no doubt, but yeah, once it hits terminal velocity, it's not quite enough to kill somebody. But yeah, it'd probably still do some damage here and there.
Yeah, I imagine it's got more arc on its shot than Russell Westbrook.
Probably.
All right, that's enough checking in with you goobers. I don't like you like that. So, as alluded to, this is the Super Bowl episode. So, Eric, who's going to win?
Philadelphia.
What? Come on, set the stage.
Hey, thanks for coming down to Podcast Room 303.
I don't really like, dude.
4-minute second episode. Record.
Let's go have dinner. So on February 9th in New Orleans, hosted by the Archdiocese, we will have Super Bowl 59. The AFC will be represented by Kansas City Chiefs. The NFC will be represented by the Philadelphia Eagles. Chiefs went 15-2. Eagles went 14-3, if I'm not mistaken. Chiefs blasted through the Texans and the Bills to get to the Super Bowl. The Eagles blasted through the Packers.
Whoa. It didn't blast through nothing.
What?
Oh, I was just making a sexual innuendo.
Oh.
Nevada saying the Chiefs didn't whoop that ass.
Well, just saying that's the competition they had. The Eagles had to play the Packers. I don't even remember who we played in the second week. I keep blacking out on that one. And then the Commanders in the NFC Championship.
The Rams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Saquon has a total of like 600 yards and 4 touchdowns against them this year. It was bananas. So that's how we got to the Super Bowl. We'll have a Kendrick Lamar halftime performance. Patrick Mahomes versus Jalen Hurts 2. This time the Eagles are much better loaded with Saquon Barkley and a secondary that doesn't fucking kick rocks and stare at the sun all day. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, you still
There
have
is
Chauncey Gardner.
baller. So it's basically the Eagles versus Kansas City and the NFL referees. The spread is 1.5. The Eagles opened as favorites once they won. We didn't know who the team that they were playing was, but they put the Eagles as favorites. And then the minute Kansas City won, it dropped us to 1.5 point dogs.
Yeah, so they were never favorites.
No, they were favorites before they had competition.
They were favorites, but they weren't playing anybody else.
Versus nobody. Philadelphia's
Versus nobody, they
favorite.
were favorite,
I was
baby.
like, yeah, I'll take that bet.
They were 1.5 point favorites against nobody.
The over-under for this game has been set at 48.5. If you remember 2 years ago in Super Bowl 57, the game finished 38-35 with a not walk-off field goal because there was 7 or 8 seconds left for Jalen to throw a dud.
That's a walk-off.
Yeah, basically a walk-off. So that 48 looks pretty low.
Quick match, Eric. What's 38 plus 35?
I don't know, 70-something? 73?
Not bad.
73.
You are a Philly fan. I get it now.
I got it, dude. What are you talking about?
There it is.
Anyway, Kansas City money line is -120. The Eagles are even money if you take them on the money line. I mean, there's so many storylines here. Rematch. Andy Reid winning as coach in both franchise history. There's other storylines I'm forgetting here. Kelsey and Taylor Swift are apparently going to make 75 appearances. But yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be a good game. I got Eagles winning. Duh. Even if they were dogs by 1,000, I got them winning. And I don't really have much else to say on it, man. I'm just a walking ball of nerves right now. So I'll let you guys take it away.
I know. I didn't see Eric for 2 days. He's like, "Are you mad at me?" I was like, "Dog, you're in your room. What am I supposed to fucking do?" He's just like, I haven't spoken a word to you, Eric. How can I be upset?
You felt mad.
I haven't even been home.
Nah.
I've been gone a lot this week.
Here's the other interesting storyline. The one that's making me nervous is Vic Fangio is 0-8 against Steve Spagnuolo. Or no, I'm sorry, against the Chiefs.
Thanks for taking some of my steam there, Eric.
Sorry, buddy. So that's what's really had me on edge is that defense that he runs that it just doesn't do well against, mainly because Travis Kelce will kill the middle. This isn't the same version of Travis Kelce, so I'm hoping Vic can pull one out and be 1-8 against the Chiefs, but we'll see.
Got to win sometime, right?
Somebody's got to beat these
Eric,
bastards.
you speak for the Eagles. Nevada, you speak for the Chiefs. In just this exercise, don't take it too seriously. It's not that. Who has the advantage at quarterback?
Or Chiefs.
Yes, me?
Yeah, both of you. Who has the advantage at quarterback?
Yeah, easy. It's Patty.
Okay.
Chiefs. It's
Who has the advantage at running back?
Philly.
Wide receiver?
Philly.
Just purely wide receiver?
Pass catchers.
Philly. We have Goddard and Calcaterra. They're not Kelsey,
What
but
are
they're.
you doing right now in the middle of a podcast, Eric?
Oh, my bad, dude.
What are we doing?
I'm nervous and I'm getting real jittery, dude, talking about this. I'm getting so nervous about this game now.
It's I'd go with KC for the pass catchers.
What? Ooh, all right, Nevada, explain yourself.
So obviously we know about Travis Kelce. He has set or is just under records that only Jerry Rice has set in the playoffs, as well as the Super Bowl. I believe he only needs, if I'm correct, 2 touchdowns to tie Jerry Rice's Super Bowl record for touchdowns.
He ain't getting it.
Okay. And then I think there's a couple of underrated guys that are flying under the radar that could spell disaster. Obviously, we know about Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown. We'll see what he can do for him. But again, it's just another weapon from Holmes. But I think the bigger weapons that are underlooked, we'll start with the obvious one, DeAndre Hopkins. He's always been a top flight wide receiver. He goes to KC, starts developing some chemistry with Patty. And then in the playoffs so far, he hasn't really busted out in any game. And again, We've seen how Andy Reid does on bye weeks or having time to prepare. I guarantee you they're going to be cooking something up for either him or my other sleeper, Noah Gray, who, for whatever reason, he sneaks up every now and again, a couple games a year, particularly nowadays that Kelsey's getting older. But he's a guy, he may not put up yards, but I could see him getting, 4 catches, 32 yards, 2 touchdowns kind of game. So mix that with the quality of talent that you have in Mahomes and the time that Mahomes and Reed have to, kind of dial in or get their special plays. I think KC's got the better pass catching setup. Talent alone, yeah, it's probably Philly, but I haven't seen him.
That's what we were doing.
Just talent alone on paper, okay,
Yeah.
sure, Philly. But as
I
far
mean,
as
Hopkins has 1 catch, and you just went on a romantic novel about.
And also, Hopkins at his prime couldn't even touch AJ Brown. I'm just kidding. That's
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
I was about to walk to your room and whoop that ass, bro.
No.
What?
That's one of the greatest wide receivers of all time.
Yeah, if we're just going paper rosters, then sure, Philly. I thought we were going who will have the bigger impact on the game, but all right, fair enough.
Yeah. No, we'll get into the game. We're just going position groups. That's
Okay.
why I was like, you're gonna have to explain that one, big fella. Tight end, I guess we're going Kelsey over Goddard, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. In this offense, the way we use them on screens, no, I'm just kidding. It's Kelsey.
Jeez.
Wait, hold on, Nevada. You got 32 question for us for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I found it. I thought it was pretty interesting. Covers a lot of different stuff.
All right, well, let's finish position groups, and I'll just turn it over to you. All right, who has the better offensive line?
Philly.
Philly, yeah, if they're healthy at center.
Oh. I was about to lose my fucking mind, dude. Like, I'll give you all the other positions. I'm not giving you this one.
I was like, Saquon
1,600 yards before contact, fam. Just remember that.
I'm just saying they got to have a healthy center, otherwise Chris Jones is going to eat them alive.
Yeah.
I think before contact, Saquon Barkley is the second leading rusher in the season. No,
Yeah, it was only behind Derrick Henry.
only behind Derrick Henry. That's crazy. All right, so let's flip to defense. Who has the advantage at safety?
Philly.
Yeah, Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Corners?
Tie.
Philly.
Tie. I think it's a tie.
I think I like Eric. I like Eric's, but I think I might agree with you. Like, if I gun to my head, I might pick Philly just because these young bucks have been playing so lights out. But
Yeah. I think it's a tie.
the Chiefs have some good fucking corners because
Yeah,
Spagnuolo coaches them. Them boys
crazy style, dude.
Linebackers.
Kansas City. Bond is the best one out there, but Kansas City as a collective has the better linebacking core.
Nick Bolton's pretty fucking good. Nevada.
Yeah, I guess I'd lean KC on that one, but yeah, I'd say they're fairly even overall.
All right, and then front 4 or front 3, however the fuck they run it.
Philly. Man. The greatest player of them all is Chris Jones. He's the best player for sure, without a doubt. Jalen Carter's right behind him. But as a collective, Philly.
Oh, I don't agree.
That's fine.
So I'll take Eric's linebacker argument and just flip it. Yes, Chris Jones is the best man in the trenches, but Philly overall has got the best D line.
Because we're throwing 6, 7, 8 guys at you.
We're just dude. Montez Sweat and Bryce Huff have been not very good this year. I'm just saying, George Karlaftis has been fantastic.
Talk about Josh Sweat, our sack leader.
He's what is his sack leader?
8.
How many?
So what? It's a collective, dog. All right.
He said our sack leader, and I was like, how many? 8 in 17 games.
When your whole team when everybody in your line has 4, 5, 6, like it's spread out. Like we're not the Browns who Myles Garrett has all their sacks.
I'm just saying the Kansas City, you're disrespecting it.
I'm not.
George Karlaftis has 8 sacks.
Cool. Fuck George Karlaftis.
Okay.
I don't care.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, KC doesn't have better sack numbers than Philly, so
Chris Jones and George Karlaftis.
How many does Jones have? I know he has a bunch, but
I'm looking right now. Give me one second.
It says
like 9
8.
or 10.
8? It says 8.
He has
2024. He has 8. Karlaftis has 8 sacks this year.
I know. I just said that.
So their leader and our leader had the same.
Exact same.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, I literally just said that. You said fuck George Karlaftis. Did you
Yeah,
guys
fuck
not
George
hear me
Karlaftis.
say that?
Yeah.
Chris Jones only has 5.
This year? All right.
Yeah.
That's still good for a fucking defensive tackle. That's great. Everybody
Not for-
acts
not
like
for
everybody
him.
has to
That's
be Aaron
low.
Donald. Like,
That's
not
low.
everybody's Aaron Donald, dude.
Chris Jones is though. That's low for Chris Jones.
It was off. It was an off year, dude.
All right, what does Jordan Davis have? Carter has 4.5. Jordan Davis has 1.
One, yeah. I think our leaders were
Bond.
Bond and Kobe Dean.
Bond had 3.5.
So it was which one is it? Nakobe Dean or Smith? Nolan Smith, that's second behind Josh Sweat.
I don't know. I'm looking at players one by one. It's probably not the most efficient way to do it. Nolan Smith has 6.5.
Yeah, so it's Nolan. And then we got.
But he's a linebacker. This is why I was talking about front 4.
All I said was that he's outside of Josh Sweat on the line. I think the majority of our sacks came from cornerbacks in the line and the linebackers. That's all I was saying. I'm not
right. That's why I said the Chiefs had a better front 4.
No, impossible.
Okay, all right, Eric.
Impossible.
Y'all are gonna die on this hill. So basically, Philadelphia has the better position group of them.
No, they have the quarterback, they have the tight end, and they have the linebackers.
That's like 3 of 9, my guy.
Hey, then they made it to the Super Bowl, and they're 2-time reigning champs. Like, fuck them. They're good with what they got.
I was gonna say they're the best in the most important position they need to be.
Andy Reid. Harrison.
They do not have the coaching advantage anymore.
Matt Reason.
All right.
Punt guard?
I don't want to argue with Eric because I don't want to get him. I don't want to have him stroke out here live.
He's the best
pod.
coach. He's the best coach in Eagles history, dude. Like, of course I respect and love this man. He's way better than Nick Sirianni.
The winningest coach in Eagles history is Andy Reid.
Yes.
Okay, that's the best coach in Eagles history, my man. No
that's what I just said.
Yeah, Eric said he's not the best coach in this game.
He's not the best coach in this game, but he's the best coach in the Eagles history.
Yeah.
I know that doesn't make sense. I'm just being an asshole, dude. Andy Reid is by far the better coach.
You wanted Nick Sirianni fired last year.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I wanted him let go.
I wanted a mutual parting of ways.
No. And I really didn't. I was just, that collapse at the end was ugly, and it seemed like it was his fault because he lost the locker room. So there was a lot of heat coming. Anyway, let's jump on to the next.
Homie won 11 games and people wanted him gone. It's like Ryan Day, dog.
Yeah.
Sirianni, 2 Super Bowls in 3
Lou Holtz
years.
for Prez, baby.
They're like, get that motherfucker out of here. We hate him.
Eagles fans did it before it was cool, though.
Yeah, we invented that shit. Hating on our coaches before that shit was popular.
All right. I like doing the position breakdown to just see how people feel about the 2 teams. So, but carry it away, boys. How do we want to engage now, Nevada?
Yeah, I got a few things to discuss. First of all, I'm gonna put the over under at 9.5, and this is for Eric's heart palpitations during the game.
Oh, dog, he hit that today.
Yeah.
I
don't doubt that.
Talking about Andy Reid being our best coach.
That front 4 argument, he had 17 and then just that one.
Yeah,
I'm a mess when it comes to the Eagles, dude. Like, I don't know why I ride with them so hard. I love all my sports teams, but this fucking team does something to me, dude. Right here, I hear in my chest piece.
It's because 2018 was different, dude.
So Eric already mentioned that Vic Fangio is winless against KC as a coach, 0-8, which does not bode well for him. Granted, when he was head coach here in Denver, his last year he was playing KC pretty damn close. It was just a inept offense that couldn't score,
and the referees
22 points to win a game. But regardless, do you guys know what the all-time rushing record is in the Super Bowl?
205.
204. 205 to beat it.
205 to beat it. Yes. Sorry, my bad. Yes, he will get it.
That's because you sent the bet in Nevada. That's why we know.
You
remember?
I know. Yeah, I remember.
I that was home.
That was
get out of here.
That was set by Timmy Smith of the Washington Redskins against the Broncos in Super Bowl 22. He is the only 200-yard rusher in the Super Bowl.
Soon to be
That's crazy, dude.
Because Cleveland's gonna go bananas.
Next close,
Pacheco, baby.
next
Boricua.
closest. Next closest, if I remember it right, I think was 181. I can't
that's
remember
pretty
who had
fucking
that.
good.
So
That was Saquon last year. Just kidding.
yeah, for the G-man.
Saquon last year
In
for
his
the
one
Giants.
playoff game.
He didn't make it last year.
Oh,
Eric mentioned in the beginning that this is a rematch of Mahomes and Hurts. There have been 3 prior Super Bowls where there's been a rematch between quarterbacks. Do you guys have any idea what those 3 games may be?
Tom Brady versus somebody, because he was in so many.
Tom Brady versus Eli. Come
Yep.
on.
Hey, there you go. And he lost that, so I'm gonna go ahead and assume that the stat is 0-3. Nevada, thank you for adding more stress to me.
It is.
Jim Kelly versus
Brett Favre versus the Broncos.
Troy Aikman.
Correct, Jermaine. Kelly and Aikman.
So not Brett Favre and the Broncos.
And John Elway and
The Packers.
Tim Couch.
No, you gotta go back decades. Terry Bradshaw and Roger Staubach.
I don't think I would have got that one.
Did the Broncos and Packers not play back-to-back Super Bowls?
No, it was Packers and then Falcons.
When Elway went back to back, you mean?
What?
No, this
Yeah.
is rematches
wasn't the
of
same.
Super Bowl quarterbacks, not back-to-back Super Bowl.
No. I thought that Favre and Elway went against each other back-to-back
Right.
for some reason. I don't know why I thought that.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Nevada. I was talking to Eric on that one. I was
Oh.
telling him, I was like, you're
So
talking
Bradshaw
about
versus who?
Staubach.
Staubach. Ooh, that must have been good games.
So yeah,
Dude,
like
that's terrible.
like Eric deduced, those 3 rematches, the winners won the rematch.
Fucking Nevada, dude. I don't know why you're my friend.
To add some more insult to injury for Eric,
Come on, man.
no
Go ahead.
team has won a Super Bowl that lost to Kirkland Bartholomew Cousins in the regular season.
We didn't lose to him. We
Philly
gave them
lost.
the game.
Philly lost that game 22-21.
That's a stupid stat. No, we're not taking that one.
That's amazing. All because Saquon dropped and y'all losing the Super Bowl. That's amazing.
Next. This is an MTV
the-
show from here on out. Next.
This one, well, a little bit of hope for you here, Eric. All right. I know everybody's going to be watching the refs. The referee for this game is going to be Ron Tolbert. You guys probably have seen him.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Ron Tolbert, when he is the head ref for the Chiefs, their record is 5-5. Most notably, he was the ref in the KC Cincinnati championship game a couple years ago,
where he gave Kansas City the redo on 3rd down.
So it was the I don't know if it was the 3rd down, but it was Mahomes ran out of bounds and they threw a flag for a late hit out of bounds because he got pushed. Put him in the field goal range. They kicked the field goal with 8 seconds left to win the game.
Yeah, I think that's the same game.
I think so.
There was a 3rd down play where the play happened and the refs let them replay the play without nobody knew what the fuck why. Zach Taylor was losing his mind on the sideline. I was like, that's a crazy way to lose your job because remember Zach Taylor was on the hot seat.
Yep. So here you go, Eric. Calm the heart. In games that Ron Tolbert has been the head ref for the Eagles are 9-4. Most recently was Week 18 against the Giants, and in the games that Ron Tolbert has been the ref for the Eagles, they have won 5 straight.
Did you guys beat the Giants in Week 18?
Mm-hmm.
Did you play your starters?
Mm-mm.
No, that was Tanner McKee, right?
Tanner McKee diced him up, dude.
And JJ Arcega-Whiteside?
And Anaya Smith, yeah. Not JJ Arcega-Whiteside, you dickhead.
Oh, you mean the person that should have been DK Metcalf?
We don't gotta do all that, dude. Let's celebrate the moment, man. You bastard.
Did he throw it to Jalen Rager? Or the draft pick?
Next, Nevada. Next.
That's what I got to bring you down and bring you up a little bit there. But what I'm hearing is Tanner McGee's going to be the quarterback. He's going to win MVP. He's going to throw for 350 yards, 4 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts is going to get shipped out.
I don't care who wins. Win
There
it.
were Eagles fans asking for that. So
There
fucking
was not. There was retarded people asking for that.
Stupid.
I mean, I'm just saying the last few weeks of the season, their only passing game was when Jalen was not in at QB. So
Well, Nevada, you know what? You're right.
Homie had 17 attempts in one game, and people were like, he only threw for 120 yards. He threw the ball 17 times.
Wait, what did I
12
just read?
completions.
Patrick Surtain won Defensive Player of the Year.
okay,
Really?
I had this saved. I had this saved because I was ready to go off if he didn't win. But
No,
since
I'm
he
not
won,
angry. He's a bad motherfucker.
I'm gonna share this. Let me pull it up real quick.
I think it should have been Zach Bond, but there's no bias there or anything.
All right, here you go.
Patrick Surtain's not even the best corner in the league.
I know it's Quinn Young. I'm just kidding.
Here you go. For PS2, he faced 5 Pro Bowl catchers this year: Zay Flowers, Jerry Jeudy, Jamar Chase, Travis Kelce, Brock Bowers as the nearest defender. Out of all those 5 that I mentioned, 92 routes, there were 16 targets for a total of 6 receptions, 56 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks, a QB rating of 8.3.
How many routes?
92.
That's it. We're giving him
So
an award for that.
Yep.
That's against the Pro Bowlers, dude.
92 routes is like 2 games worth of routes.
Because
I'm just shit talking, Eric. I'm not serious. He's the best corner in football. You guys have heard me say this. Why do you? Why is this working? So
Remember when he was on the trade block?
well, that everyone was on the trade block, by the way. Cortland Sutton
Yeah.
should have traded Javonte.
You don't trade a 25-year-old perennial
You
all-star.
The first thing you trade is a cornerback when you're not competing, dog.
I'm talking about Luka, dude. I'm just
Oh, I didn't even catch that. I'm just saying, like, if I take over a team that sucks and we have a star corner, bye. Like,
you get a lot of draft capital.
We're gonna defend this side of the field real well, and this side's gonna lead to 400, 500 yards. Nah, bro, we'll spread that shit out, dude.
Pain everywhere is what I'm going for.
Yeah, bye, dude. We'll take the draft capital. We suck. We need help everywhere else, dog.
good thing that wasn't us. We didn't suck. We made it to the playoffs. And then we got toasted, but that's right.
Yeah, it's
You did suck the year before. That's why you had the 12th pick for Bo Nix?
Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
What a steal.
Well, technically, you guys won 7 games, though, because Sean Payton is a fucking good coach, and people refuse to admit it. But it's fucking crazy. But
just didn't like Russ. Can't blame him for not liking an unlikable guy.
Nobody likes Russ. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. He's an unlikable guy. Why are people getting mad at him for not liking somebody who nobody likes?
The only person who likes Russ is Pete Carroll, and that's because he likes everybody.
Yeah,
except for maybe
he's too busy chewing gum to care.
Maybe not Earl Thomas.
Remember we did the math on that on this
Yeah.
on this episode, not this episode, but this podcast.
The amount of gum he chews and fucking bonkers, dude. All right. Nevada, do you want to get into some of these questions? We don't have to do all 32. You can just you pick the highlights.
Yeah, I'll go through them and pick some good ones. They're fairly some of them are a little bit bet based, but some of them are dumb, some of them are good.
This is
But
the podcast.
yeah. So the Star Spangled banger. Well, it is a banger. Star Spangled Banner will be sung by John Baptiste.
Mm-hmm.
Over under 2 minutes, guys.
Over. He sings slow. He's got good music though.
He is. I was gonna say over, but 2 minutes. Dude, 2 minutes is a long time.
2 minutes seems to be the standard for the anthem in previous.
Is it really?
Bets.
Okay, yeah. Give me if it's a standard. Give me the over.
Okay, I'll see if I can pull up the odds on this one. It doesn't have it, so I'll get back on it.
Well, it's because Eric accidentally unshared his screen, so I was like, we're gonna need those odds.
I'm sure some of them will be on DraftKings. Coin toss, heads or tails?
Tails. I don't know why. I don't know why he yelled it like that.
Tails. It never fails, you know.
Oh, give me heads.
For first team to score.
Whoever gets the ball first.
First team to score, I'm going to go with Philadelphia.
Okay.
Crazy. We don't score on first drives technically, but we've gotten better at it. So
After the kickoff, which product will be the first advertised? Beer, chips, vehicle, TV show, soda, or other?
Soda.
car.
Car. All right. After kickoff, which sideline will get the first report? KC or Philly?
Kansas City.
Which head coach will be shown first after kickoff?
Andy Reid.
Nick Sirianni.
This one might be a little bit tricky.
The back-to-back Super Bowl champ is going to get shown first.
Nah, no love.
Which side of the ball will be penalized first? Offense, defense, or special teams?
Philadelphia's special teams.
On the opening kickoff?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's because the refs are going to set the tone, and Eric's going to be like, oh, here we go. And then it's going to be perfectly normal the rest of the game.
All right. Halftime show. Of these songs, which song will Kendrick Lamar play first? Humble, Swimming Pools, Not Like Us, N95, DNA, King Kunta, Like That.
DNA
or King Kunta.
Okay. Next one, will he be joined by another artist? I think that's an obvious yes. The first commercial following the conclusion.
They already
of the
announced
first,
SZA.
Yeah. The first commercial following the conclusion of the first half, will it advertise a beverage, beer
Yes.
or soda? Okay.
Yes.
No, it's gonna be the Jesus commercial.
Yeah, they gotta throw that in there somewhere.
Yeah, they're gonna hit us with it early.
Will either quarterback throw for 300 plus yards?
Yes.
One split sounds like. This is probably going to be an obvious one. Will any player rush for 75 or more yards?
Yes. The quarterbacks might do it themselves.
Homie, you took the set the record.
Yeah.
Yes.
These aren't my questions. They're just ones I saw on here.
We should fill these out and post them online before the game.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we'll invite Nick too, even though when's the last time we recorded with that guy?
2023.
Yeah, literally last year. Will Chris Jones record a sack?
Yes.
Does a half sack count?
Captain hold the ball for 45 minutes? Yeah, he's going to get a sack in a game. What?
I asked if a half sack counts.
It doesn't say, but I'm going to go with a full sack.
Full sack? No, he gets a half sack.
Gets a half.
He'll get 2 half sacks, which equals a full sack.
He could do that.
Will Jalen Hurts get a tush push more than once?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Like,
Eric
on the same drive.
That's
Eric,
like minus 800.
Yeah, Eric, this one
might. They're going to try it third and fourth down.
Eric, this one might hurt you. Will either kicker miss a field goal or an extra point?
Absolutely. And it will be Jake Elliott. And it will be under 40 yards.
It
may even be an extra point.
Will that cost them the game?
No. We'll still will win.
Okay. Will any player score multiple touchdowns?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, follow up. Who does and how many?
DeAndre Hopkins
3.
2.
Saquon 3 and Nuke, I heard 2.
Yep.
All right. Will either team have a play of 50 yards or more?
50 is a lot.
Dude,
Fuck.
there's Saquon, there's Xavier Worthy, there's AJ Brown, there's Devonta, there's DeAndre Hopkins. I'm gonna say yes.
I'll go yes. Because Jalen and Saquon keep hitting that every game, basically. Give me that, dude.
Okay. Will either team score a defensive touchdown, special teams touchdown, or a safety? Any non-offensive.
Captain hold the ball too long might cost us a safety, but I'm gonna say no.
No.
I'm gonna say
okay. Will there be a scoreless quarter?
Yes. It's a Philadelphia game.
Do you guys have an idea which quarter it will be? Second.
First or second?
Which quarter will be the highest scoring?
Actually, you know what? I take it back. No, they score in every quarter.
Okay. 1 through 4, or you could have a tie somewhere. Fourth
What was
quarter.
the question? Sorry.
The highest scoring quarter.
Fourth.
Yes, fourth quarter.
Fourth. All right.
They're always going to get on the line at the end there.
Which beer will be advertised most? Miller Lite, Bud Light, Coors Light, Bud, Michelob Ultra, or Labatt Blue?
Corona.
Other Guinness.
I think it's got to be Bud Light.
Yeah,
it will be Bud Light, but I'm going to say Corona because
they brought Shea Gillison to revamp their image. They got to get him out there. So they'll have a lot.
I'm trying to find my beach, dude.
I was going off the beaten path, you know.
Let's see. That's the obvious answer. All right. Which color of Gatorade is going to get dumped? Red,
Orange.
blue, orange, yellow, clear, none, other.
Orange.
I was going to go red.
Red.
Okay. Orange is a good pick, though. I like that.
And then probably the last one. Who will the Super Bowl MVP thank first? God, teammates, coach, city and fans, owner, GM, family, no one.
The Giants.
Taylor Swift.
I think it's gonna be God. Whatever God they worship.
It's gonna be Saquon Barkley thanking Taylor Swift.
All right, I will. I'll send this to the group. You guys can just circle your answers, and we can put it back in the chat.
Hell yeah,
dope! And I'll post those. All right. That's enough. I love how much nonsense is associated with the Super Bowl. That's enough nonsense. Pick the game, boys. Nevada, who do you got winning? Give me a score. Give me a score.
Yeah. Man, I hate doing this because I'm not. I'll tell you right now, I'm just not picking the Chiefs. I do not care. I'm not picking them. I said it on the before the conference championship game with the Bills. I can't stand them. I hate them. Fire them off to the sun. You know, I don't care. They can all get hand, foot, and mouth disease. I do not care one bit for them. I don't care for their fan base. I don't care for their shitty stadium. I don't care for their shitty field. They got good barbecue. I'll give them that. But other than that, they can just piss right off. That being said, they'll probably win. But I ain't picking them to win.
Hey, Eric, unbiased and unflinching.
38-35 Philly.
Oh, that's right.
And Jake Elliott doesn't kick the field goal. Saquon goes out there and does it for us.
Does Saquon win the MVP as a rusher or a kicker?
As a kicker.
Jesus, what's the prop bet on that?
Plus like 47 million.
Nevada, what's your score?
Give me 31-27 Philly.
That's a good man right there. That's a man after my own heart right there.
I am scared because I'm pretty sure. I think the number's now 18 straight games that Philly or KC's won by a possession or less.
Yeah, I really want it to not be a possession game. I want Philly to come out there and just start hammering them, and then Kansas City does what they do, and they look like they're coming back, but we keep it at a double-digit lead the whole time.
I've said it. I know I've for sure sent it in the group chat, and I think most of you guys agree. Not Philly. KC is the new New England, where they're going to get the calls. They're going to convert, stuff like that. They're not going to necessarily blow you away. They'll have their games here and there where they do, but they do not beat you by just pure talent scoring 42 points a game. It's by the other team shooting themselves in the foot, making those mental errors, and KC capitalizes on it. So that's absolutely imperative for Philly to do. They cannot be turning the ball over. They can't be, giving Mahomes the defensive holding on 3rd and 18 where he gets the bullshit first down.
We know what's going to happen.
It is, but I mean, it's kind of a cop-out way to say that those are the keys to the game, but that's literally how you beat KC, because otherwise, like I said, they're not going to score 40-some-odd points.
So since we're already on this topic and we've talked about him, I just want to point out something. If there wasn't an issue, you wouldn't have to come out and say it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I agree.
That's it. That's all I got to say about it. If there wasn't an issue, you wouldn't have to come out and talk about it.
The commissioner
Fucking pussies.
and the referee association both came out and talked about it. That's how you know it's bad.
It's a fucking problem if you're talking about it. We don't talk about. Never mind. I'm gonna get real political and I'm gonna stop.
All right, let's get into some of these Swifty specials. I thought these were pretty hysterical. Saquon Barkley to have 50+ rush yard longest rush.
Yeah, I'm taking that.
50,
Plus 350. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Taking that for show.
Gold rush. Saquon Barkley to have 20+ rush yards in each quarter. 350 as well.
20 plus rush. I thought it was a 20-yard run. Yeah, I'll have that for sure.
20 rush.
No. 20 yards or more in each quarter.
Yeah, you'll have that.
Travis Kelce to have 4 receptions in each half.
Oh, wait, reception
4
game
in each?
I don't think so. He might, dude. The middle is a Fangio weakness, dude.
Sounds like the Saints defense.
I mean, luckily you got Zach Bond, who's the highest graded coverage linebacker in the game this year. But
runner up for defensive player of the year, baby.
You got to be careful. It's not the routes; it's the after action stuff.
Well, that's one thing we do this year. We didn't do that in 2022. We tackle now. We learned. Fangio came in and taught us how to tackle again.
Let's see.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. Kansas City to win by exactly 3 points.
No.
Friendship bracelets. Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco combined for 3 touchdowns plus 800.
No.
Patrick Mahomes to have 5+ rush yards in each quarter.
No. Maybe backwards.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley to score 1+ receiving and 1+ rushing touchdown.
We haven't really thrown it to him since Atlanta.
Yeah, I
plus
don't think
1,000. We haven't thrown it to him since Atlanta. That's hysterical. The last great American dynasty, Kansas City Chiefs to win by 22 points.
What? No.
No. Fuck no.
He's so mad. No. Exile. Noah Gray to have 2+ receptions in each half. Plus 1,600.
I'm going to go with that one just for like I mentioned in the under the radar kind of guy. So, yeah.
Blank space, Xavier Worthy to have a 50-yard reception.
No.
Anti-hero Jalen Hurts to throw 3 passing touchdowns and score 1 rushing touchdown.
No.
Unless he's throwing a Saquon. No.
I love that one.
He could just come out and air it out like he did the last one, dude. It
Jermaine
could easily happen.
Jalen Hurts is how we've gotten this far away from people thinking that Jalen Hurts just literally can't throw the football is bonkers to me.
What kind of stat line do you see Jalen getting, Jermaine?
Me, I think he has 275 throwing in this game because Steve Spagnuolo is going to come out and force Jalen Hurts to win the game. And luckily for him, he has A.J. Brown and Devonta fucking Smith. You know what I mean?
And Jahan Dotson. No, I'm just kidding.
Get out of here with that shit. He didn't score against his old team in the NFC Championship. He's dead. The dude sucks. You added him for pennies on the dollar. I respect the addition, but he ain't good. There's a reason you got traded for pennies on the dollar. And it was like 2 years ago, we literally just saw Jalen Hurts dice up the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Like, Jalen Hurts was a madman.
When they still had Jarius Sneed.
Like, I'm just not convinced that all of a sudden Jalen Hurts just doesn't know how to throw the football. I think Kellen Moore saw that he has Saquon Barkley in the best offensive line. And he said, we're going to run this fucking football with the quarterback as well. Because Jalen Hurts keeps ripping off big-ass runs too.
18 for 29 for 210 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 rushing touchdown.
18 for 29. How much?
205.
205. And you, Nevada?
Yeah, I probably got him like a 220 kind of yards. I'll give him
105 will come in the first quarter, and then 90 will come in the fourth quarter. And it'll be a whole lot of Saquon in the middle, dog.
I would love nothing more for them to go up like 10-0, 14-0, and then just
Saquon
turn
day all
around and
day.
hand it off and just beat the ever living shit out of the Chiefs on the ground and pound.
All right, so speaking of, this was my next question. Karma. So these are all obviously her songs, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
It says Swiftie specials, so I'm assuming they're her songs.
Ah.
Philadelphia Eagles to win the first half by 21 plus points, plus 2,500.
I just don't see anybody getting up 21
No.
Kansas City, dude. Especially in one half. No.
But plus 2,500 though.
I mean, sprinkle a little fucking Lunchable money on it, dude. Like it ain't that bad.
Let's see. Travis Kelce to score in overtime.
Hopefully not.
God, I hope not.
Hopefully it doesn't go to overtime, and hopefully it isn't fucking Travis Kelce scoring if it does.
You belong with me. Travis Kelce to score the first and second touchdown.
No.
If it's just for the Chiefs, maybe. But I'm guessing they're going for the entire game. No.
Let's see. Dual threat. Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts to combine for 7+ pass and rushing touchdowns.
Where do you see that?
Oh, it's the next tab over on trending specials. Go up to the top.
Oh, okay.
7.
Look at the odds on it.
Let's see, where's
that's not.
Oh, that's 7. Not high enough.
That's 7 touchdowns, and they only got it at plus 275.
So they're basically asking if the game is going to have 8 touchdowns. Or wait, does it have to be more than 7, or if they hit 7, it's not a push?
I think you just got to hit 7.
You just got to hit 7? 7's not a push?
Plus. 7
okay,
plus.
Cool. Yeah, I think it happens. Well, 38, 35.
Well, here's the thing. If Saquon rushes in 2, so you're assuming 9 happened?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys needed up those scores, boys.
No, I don't have 7 between the two quarterbacks.
Oh, okay. Birthday boy, Saquon Barkley to score 5+ touchdowns.
That's a big number. It might be worth a couple shekels to put on that bad boy.
Plus
1,500. Oh my god!
Wouldn't that kind of be like the perfect way to end this season for him?
It'd be absolutely, Eric. A Super Bowl win, yes.
If he obliterates the Super Bowl rushing record with 5 touch, wouldn't it be funny if he's got like 52 yards rushing with 5 tutties?
I'll take it, dude.
Just one of those games where it's like, Saquon didn't get 100 rush yards, but he scored 5 times.
Yeah. AJ Brown has like 300 receiving yards, just always falls at the 1. Or no, like the 5, because if it's the 1, we know they're going to Jalen.
He scored a touchdown every 10.4 rush yards.
Yeah. He's like a modern day fullback.
He's basically Mike Allstott. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I think that's enough of these fun bets. I love the Super Bowl bets because they're so preposterous. If you are interested in betting and you're listening to this podcast, I'm going to assume you are. Go look at whatever app or provider that you use or bookie and see what specials they have and have some fun. I recommend taking 11 to 13 is the sweet spot. It's a sweet spot because if you have 9, it's too little. If you have 15, it's way too many. 11 or 13 is a sweet spot. Just pick nonsensical ones like when Nevada was going through his list with Gatorade colors and national anthem and etc.
I had one that I want to talk about. Fastest ball carrier in the game. Saquon's plus 225, Xavier Worthy's plus 250.
Nah, I'm going with Patrick Mahomes. What's his odds?
He is very low on the list at plus 6,000. Noah Gray's on there. Nevada.
Those odds aren't high
You
enough.
seem to love that motherfucker. So
you imagine Patrick Mahomes hits 20.
He hits 23 miles an hour. I would just walk. I would just start walking and then stop when I died.
Where's Hollywood on that?
Hollywood Brown
because he's fast as fuck too, but he's
6 on the list behind Saquon. This is the order: Saquon, Xavier, Jalen, Devonta, AJ, then Hollywood, and then Pacheco, then Kareem.
What's his odds at for Hollywood?
Plus 1,100.
Yeah, give me that. Because he's still.
No, I'm just kidding.
He's fast as hell. Hey, jet sweep for 2 yards. He might still hit 23, but Doesn't mean
Dude, if you run 23 miles an
on a
hour and you only get 2
Jets-
yards, what is going on?
That means Zach Bond recorded 24, and he's the fastest.
But he's not a ball
He's
carrier.
not a ball carrier,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
Well,
20
he has big balls he carries around.
24 as a
I'll take
linebacker.
If
That's
he wins a Super
wild.
Bowl, I'll carry him over him.
That's recorded.
I don't care.
That's recorded.
Zach Bond, if
But-
you hear this and you win the Super Bowl and you ever run into me, I will hold your balls for you.
Where are you
Zach
gonna hold
Bond's
him?
He's gonna hear this.
Good. I hope he does. It motivates him.
I'm gonna tag him daily after he wins.
Hey, that's coming from a bitter New Orleans fan who wasted you before you came to Philly. Not him. He didn't waste you. The organization wasted you.
I
Thank
was
you, Zach.
happy we
Love you.
We traded up to draft him in the 3rd, and I was
No, I said the
ecstatic.
organization wasted him. That's not your fault. You can't control what they do with him.
I identified good talent.
I heard it was the Archdiocese who wanted him out of New Orleans.
Well, in that case, I vibe with Bond.
All because they want to legalize sports betting.
Oh, here we go. Now we're just gonna get ridiculous.
Hey,
But you're not the only one who made that argument about legalizing sports betting and the Luka thing. I was like, that has nothing to do with
It
it.
has everything to do with it.
If
Hey,
you want profitable sports betting, you'd keep Luka. Like that doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Eric, not to ruin your little bit of parade here, but Quinion did not win Defensive Rookie of the Year.
I know. Verse was gonna win it.
Okay.
After I watched the game and I saw them just gobble his dick up the whole time, I knew he was gonna win. The Eagles were on offense and they were talking about Jared Verse.
That's
sorry, the Eagles were on defense.
I was
the
like,
Eagles
what
were
the
on defense and they were talking about Jared Verse. He hadn't been on the field for 8 minutes.
I know, because he's so dreamy.
Fucking fag.
I was so confused. I was like, if the Eagles are on offense,
I
Jared
wish
Verse is
that
on
young
the
man
field.
nothing but success and happiness and love, but fuck him, dude.
We don't believe any of the first part.
No,
You
I
should've just
stand
said,
on business.
"Fuck it."
I stand on business. I don't
Yeah,
like him, but
so fuck him.
I want him to have success and happiness and peace and joy. Like, I'm done letting sports taint my soul. All right, that's where I'm at with it.
He just said,
Except for
fuck
on
him.
Sunday.
He just said,
Except for on
fuck
Sunday
him.
when Patrick Mahomes and his Kermit the Frog fucking voice start pissing me off.
If Mahomes hits 24, he's walking till he dies. All the stuff you've said on this podcast is the end.
No, I'm walking till I die. I'll just start walking like Forrest Gump. Oh, okay.
You said I'm tired of letting sports
taint my
You
soul.
just-
Taint my soul. Like, meaning
You're gonna-
allowing me to be a bad person.
You're gonna walk yourself to death
Yeah, atonement.
because your team lost.
Yeah, I'm atoning for our loss.
That's the silliest thing ever.
Can I start a conspiracy theory here?
Always.
Definitely.
I think the NFL instructed the refs to ref the KC games as they have to distract the media attention away from Patrick Mahomes' brother. Because have we heard of Mahomes' brother at all this year? Has he been on TV, social media, anything?
He hasn't been mentioned in 2 years, bro.
And look what happened in those last 2 years.
Would you say that the reffing has been kind of suspect in the last few years?
It's been suspect since Mahomes took over, dog.
Do you think it's
Since they called that offsides for Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes lost.
the one on Houston?
No. Was it Justin Houston?
I thought it was
Russia?
Houston.
Oh, I
right?
thought it was.
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, was it Frank?
That Frank Clark. I think it was
Yeah,
Frank
yeah.
Clark.
It was Frank. Okay, yeah. One of the
That's
two.
why I was like, it wasn't Justin Houston.
Hmm.
But since they called that, the Chiefs have been getting hella calls.
So I have a quick question for you guys, and we don't have to go into it too long. Do you think some of these things with these refs are like unknown biases? Like they don't mean to be like favoring him, but like they're cheering for his greatness, and like it subconsciously they make these stupid ass calls. Like it's not
Every
purposeful.
single person is human. They have bias.
Well, then that's why we need robot refs. You just answered the question. We need robot refs. There's no bias.
The person controlling those robots will be biased, and the person who codes those robots will be biased.
Why you gotta be a dream killer, dude?
Because sports are fixed, and until people realize that sports are fixed,
But then that defeats the purpose of being a fan. Then
no, it doesn't.
yes, it
No,
does.
we
Because if your team's not the Patriots or the Chiefs getting ridden to run the script, then what's the point then?
WWE is wildly successful.
Yeah, but people
That's
know
all.
what it is.
That's all sports is. Sports is WWE. Just nobody's fucking found out about it. They've been fixing games since the 80s. They had a whole FBI investigation into this with the dude going on talk shows talking about this, about
I
his
understand.
him. It didn't stop because I didn't win on a talk show.
It should.
Sports is rigged. That's how they make their money. The way you make a viable product is by having interest. The way you have interest is by making dynasties. How do you make dynasties? You control certain circumstances.
Eric, I think back to your original question, I wouldn't even say it's an open secret. It's pretty well accepted, I guess, that the refs give preferential treatment to the superstars, particularly the quarterbacks.
And in the NBA. We see it in the NBA all the time.
Yeah, I understand that. You don't want some jackass hacking Shaq and killing him before the NBA Finals. I get that.
We've seen rookies in the postseasons or like 1 or 2 year players in postseasons. The Magic last year, Paolo Banchero, Mofo was getting smacked up. Nope, he's not getting a call. This is first rodeo. You got to earn those stripes, baby. Pun intended.
I get that, but it's like okay, I get it. It's just
it's
people invest their time, their money, their passion, and you're gonna just piss all that away because capitalism and greed when it's already a product that's gonna Sunday is God's day and it's become football. You don't need to fix the NFL. People are fucking tuning in.
How do you think they got those eyeballs? That's all I'm sorry. That's all I'm saying is like, how do you think
it's just bullshit that like if it happens again and it's on your team's experienced it, the Vikings have experienced it. Anybody who played the Patriots in the last 25 years has experienced it. Anybody who's played the Chiefs in the last 15 years has experienced it. Like, it's just bullshit.
The Steelers with Cherry Bradshaw. Like, yeah, bro. Yeah, there's iterations.
I know I can't fix it, but I can fucking pimp slap Roger Goodell if I ever see him.
Dude, make sure you record it, though. Make sure.
On record, ladies and gentlemen, if I ever run into Roger Goodell, I'm catching a battery case.
A pimp slap. It's got to go this way.
So you're slapping Roger, and then you got balls in the mouth for Zach, right?
Yeah. No, not in the mouth. What are you doing? Not in the mouth.
You said yes.
No. You can't be adding little shit to that motherfucker.
Freudian slip, subconsciously.
No.
Right in the gullet. Like
No.
Got your ass.
I'll juggle him like this. Then give him back to him real quick.
Got your ass, bro.
I really hope you send that. I hope you clip it and send it to Bond, and I hope we get a reaction out of it, dude. I really fucking do. I do not care. Dude.
It's going to be a reaction of a restraining order.
Cool. Win me a Super Bowl. I'll stay far away from you, homie.
Our podcast is going to get shut down. Look, all I'm saying is, bottom line, people watch sports to escape. That's what it is. It's entertainment. I've been saying it for
Fire Country.
I've been saying it for decades that sports was the original reality television. Nobody knows it. That's what it is. It's reality TV. That's all it is.
But a reality in which most people will never be able to achieve because we're not 6'8" and athletic as hell.
Most people won't achieve reality TV, Eric. Like, no disrespect.
Hey, you can have like 18 baby mamas if you really try, dude. I'm sure. Nick Cannon's reality show.
That's not. I know. That's. I didn't know he had a reality show, but that sounds exhausting.
Dads of Hollywood or Real Husbands of Hollywood. I think it was like a parody.
Yeah, it was
a reality show. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Kevin Hart, Nick Cannon.
Yeah, it was funny as shit.
It was funny as fuck.
Back before Kevin Hart sold out and was annoying.
Kevin Hart's always been a little annoying, but he's funny.
Yeah,
you're right.
Jermaine, we haven't heard your prediction.
Oh, Kansas City Chiefs money line.
Score?
Prediction. Score.
Score, I think it's going to be 27-24. A lot of yards, but the defenses will buckle down. Unfortunately be another 3-point game.
Does Jake Elliott miss a field goal?
Jake Elliott does not miss a field goal.
Oh, all right.
Clock runs out on the Eagles. They don't have any timeouts. Clock runs out.
They get the ball with 11 seconds. And
they had the ball. Yards. They had the ball left.
Well, then why don't we just replay the 22 Super Bowl and call it a day? Then I don't want that to happen. Please, God, don't let that be the case.
I'm just saying you brought this on you.
No, it's your prediction. I'm not mad at you for having your own opinion. I pray to God that's not what happens, dude. I can't have. If we lose 50 points, God, please, not 3. Not 3 on some bullshit, God, please.
People hate dynasties. And hate is the same thing as love.
Hey, dynasties lose. The Spurs lost.
And they're
lost.
This is the first time ever.
The Patriots went for 3, didn't they, once, and they lost theirs? Or they lost theirs in the middle?
No, yeah, I don't think Tom Brady, I don't think he ever won back-to-back.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
03, 04.
Yeah. And then they didn't go back in 05.
So no, that was Bledsoe and then Brady.
Oh, okay.
The other Brady. Brady's dad. Yeah.
Look, dude, I don't want him to win.
I might not even watch it, dude.
I'm telling you, they're inevitable. I sat here. I told the bet last time.
No, you know what's inevitable?
He didn't want to take the bet.
We're
and
the
he
Avengers, baby.
swore the Bills would get it done, and I told him they're not gonna do it. And guess what, Nevada? They didn't fucking do it. They didn't fucking do it.
Well, I mean,
Patrick
there was a late
Mahomes.
hit and then a terrible fourth
Patrick
down
Mahomes is that
placement,
guy.
So I think
They didn't fucking do it.
I hear they won.
Okay, so you're betting against the referees. Like, you know, and Kansas City's not losing this game. The NFL's not doing it. They have Taylor Swift. They have the eyeballs. It's Super Bowl 59.
We have Bradley Cooper.
First ever. It's a good-looking man, but it's not the biggest pop star in the world.
I'd rather hang out with Bradley Cooper than Taylor Swift. I'll tell you that. Well, I know that picture of her legs might change everything up, dude.
I have no beef with Taylor. I don't listen to her music. I don't know
either.
her as a person.
The only thing that's annoying is that she's not. It's the NFL. Let's keep her a sideline thing and let's focus on football. That's the only thing that drives me
She
crazy.
only did this to distract people from the use of her private jets,
which she uses to fly to Tennessee to Kansas City every time the Kansas City plays. Yeah.
And then she lectures us on climate. I don't think she's actually
her and stupid ass Greta.
Greta, my girl.
I don't think anybody dislike. I'm sure, obviously, some people dislike Taylor Swift, but I think the majority of football fans, they don't dislike Taylor Swift. They just dislike the attention that the NFL has thrown down everybody's throats.
Honestly, so talking to my mom, who's now a grandma, and it's a lot of granddaughters. So my mom says like her music is wonderful to play because it's like secular music, but it's still clean and it doesn't degrade women and like it doesn't. So like honestly, shout out to her for being a billionaire and making decent classy music. But go be on a stage somewhere else. Don't be at the Super Bowl in the box getting camera shots.
And what's funny is most of people's complaints aren't her fault. Like she's not telling the executive producers to put the camera on her. But but you've heard my rants about executive producers for more than a decade now, Eric. Like I fucking can't stand them. I'm like, what are you fucking doing out there?
You know what my biggest concern, my biggest thing with executive producers? When they refuse to show the replays on bullshit. You know what I'm talking about. They won't show the like that.
I'm the one who pointed it out.
They will not show the replay. If the ref's got just a terrible call, I'll be sitting there screaming, "Show the replay!" Never gonna happen. They know.
Yelling, show it. Then they don't show it.
They know, dude. Yeah, they never show the
executive producers are awful. It's amazing.
I know, Nevada. We're just getting shitted on by our own brand right now.
I can just imagine the executive producer in the bus just saying, they're like, show the replay. And the executive producer presses the button and says, talk about Jared Verse.
Oh, dude, don't. Dude, I went from not having an issue at all with the player because he is phenomenal. They have a stud for the next 10 years in that kid. But they sucked him off so hard, dude. I cannot.
It won't be anything.
His rookie teammate had more sacks than him.
And we had a player on the other side of the game, on the other side in the game, who's killing it. He shut down Puka and Cooper.
He's arguably a top 5 corner already. You know what I mean? Like that's
and
fucking
Cooper.
Crazy.
And Cooper, dude, might be a top 10.
Jermaine, question for you about Eric. Who sucks harder, the Al Michaels on Jared Verse or Eric on Zach Bond when he wins the Super Bowl?
There's no sucking, Nevada. There's no sucking. Get that out of here.
You agreed to it. You said you would put you. I'm gonna clip the part where you said balls in mouth.
No, don't do that. Don't cause issues for me.
The sincerity of "don't do that" was amazing. All right, boys, let's wrap this nonsense up. We just want a good, clean game, refs. Can we get one?
I want a dirty, hard fought where the Chiefs bleed and cry. I'm just kidding.
Well, I know who will be crying.
Win or lose, he'll be crying.
That's why I said it, dude. It's a win-win.
Either way,
minus 575.
That's what I'm saying. That's a minus 10,000 bet. Well, Eric crying. Yeah, if they win, he's crying. If they lose, he's crying.
Might be a little worse than crying if they lose.
He could go beat off to Myles Garrett, dude. You guys got anything else?
Go Birds. That's all I got.
All right. Follow our sister pod, Revenge of the Pod, on all things socials and wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to follow Podcast Room 303 on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Podcast Room 303. For myself, Jermaine Colon Mendez. For my co-host. For the executive producers, the Nutty Putty and the EPE. Hopefully you have a good Super Bowl. And we'll see you next time when you come on down and step into the room.